Hi everyone, in this lesson we're looking at cross-device functions. So this is an area that is already there as soon as you set up a new project. It is dependent on having some hardware set up, so I have got two example PLCs in this project just to show how this works. So once you have two bits of hardware or PLCs or wherever you're going to be looking at, if you open cross-device functions, you get one item in here, which is project traces. Now, I've gone ahead and created the project trace. So if we double-click that and open it up, you'll find in here your participating devices, where I've added PLC1 and PLC2. So what this is exactly is a place where we can create some references to hardware, so PLC1 and PLC2, and then we can go on and parameterize those to get some traces during runtime. This allows us then to have a look at information in PLC1 and information in PLC2 side by side on a graph or a trace. So all I've done is added these two PLCs in, which is as simple as writing PLC1 and PLC2 when you've got add new device. And then once you click on them, if you look in the properties window, you're able then to set up your signals. Now both these PLCs only have DV1, and DV1 only has myVariable in it. So you can see PLC1, DV1.myVariable, and then if I click PLC2, we're now looking at PLC2, DV1.myVariable. And you can set up things such as obviously the signals and your sampling rate. So how many samples do you want to get, and what type of sample do you want to obtain by? What method do you want to obtain by? At the moment, I can only do cycle, and I can say I want to record every 10 cycles, for example. And you have a recording duration, which again is samples. I say I want to sample 5,000 samples, and then you can set a trigger as well, trigger from another device, record immediately, or trigger on tag. You'd have to then go and select a tag, of which I don't have any available really, only this myVariable, which is the one that we are monitoring. But you can say when the value changes, start the event, the sampling event. Just bear in mind that this is only for PLC2. You would need to set up the same on PLC1, which currently has no trigger defined, and its sampling is also set up differently. But this is very, very useful for when you have those problematic systems where you've got more than one PLC involved in a system, and you're trying to trace through what is happening in PLC1 and how that gets to PLC2 and how the behavior between these two PLCs is working. Once you've got everything set up, it's just a case of clicking Apply Trace Configurations to the devices, and then jumping online and having a look at the diagram. If I go over to the diagram right now, you can see that it's set up. Let me minimize this here. You can see that it's set up. So I've got my PLC1 and PLC2 devices, but obviously I don't physically have these PLCs with me, so I can't actually run a live trace. But if I had downloaded to these PLCs and the trigger events were true, I'd be seeing the live trace event as it happens.